Weeks passed, and I became very good at pretending. I perfected the rhythm of our life. Dinners, events, polite laughter beside him in public. If anyone had looked closely, they would have seen a loyal wife standing beside a respected man. They would not have seen the woman who stayed up after midnight, reviewing account passwords, memorizing property deeds, tracing land ownership documents like a cartographer preparing for war. I did not rush. Men like my husband are not defeated by emotion. They are undone by precision. My husband's driver's confession lingered in my mind during those weeks. The apartment, the woman, the secrecy woven so carefully beneath my own roof. Information was no longer enough. I needed to see her for myself. I asked my husband's driver to take me to the apartment he had once pointed out from a distance. I kept my voice calm, steady. He kept his eyes fixed on the road. That day, his silence felt different, tight, almost cautious. When we parked across the street, he finally said her name. Zeynep. That evening, I found her easily on social media. Smiling photographs, designer gifts, carefully curated happiness. Then I saw the post that changed everything. Her hand resting lightly on a swelling stomach. God's timing is everything. A few days later, my husband began to unravel. He paced at night, guarded his phone, snapped over small inconveniences. The composure he wore so effortlessly in public was beginning to fracture at home. Then one night, he forgot his phone on the bedside table. I did not hesitate. The message was brief. We need to talk about the baby. In our society, an affair can be denied. A pregnant mistress cannot. Reputations collapse under less. Suddenly, I understood the fear in his eyes, the tremor in his hands, the unexpected softness toward me. It wasn't remorse. It was panic. My anger did not burn wildly. It settled into something colder, sharper. I decided to confront her. I went to the apartment unannounced, but when I arrived, I froze. She was outside, laughing, radiant, one hand curved protectively over her stomach. And beside her, far too close, far too familiar, stood my husband's driver. His hand rested on her back in a way no employee ever would. They looked natural together, easy, intimate. There was no secrecy in their posture. And in that dizzying moment, something shifted inside me. What if the baby wasn't my husband's? The thought struck so suddenly, I felt the ground tilt beneath me. Confusion and humiliation collided in my chest. I turned before they could see me. For the first time, I no longer knew who had betrayed whom, or whether the man lying awake in my bed was a villain or simply a fool. I did not confront them again. Instead, I returned to what I understood best: quiet verification. Dates, trips, late nights, financial transfers, messages, patterns. The truth revealed itself without drama. The child Zeynep was carrying was not my husband's. It was the driver's. A betrayal layered with humiliation he did not even know he had suffered. I gathered the evidence carefully and sent it anonymously to his private office. Within days, everything shifted. The driver was dismissed. The apartment was sold. The calls stopped. No public scandal erupted, but something inside my husband had cracked. In our world, infidelity can be hidden. Foolishness cannot. When I finally asked for a divorce, I did it calmly, using the very legal clause he had once insisted on including in our marriage contract. The one that protected his interests, but now ensured mine. There was no shouting, no spectacle, just signatures. And as I walked away from 16 years of marriage, I understood with perfect clarity. I had not destroyed him. I had simply stopped protecting him.